Welcome, ghouls and geeks, to the Nerds Against Normality podcast, the podcast where this Halloween we will absolutely be turning off all the lights and hiding from those candy-thieving bastard kids. This week we're reviewing The Boy, the movie that proves background checks should absolutely include, is your kid alive? I'm your host, Harry Bowles, and around here I keep the rules, so here are the Harry rules. Rule 1, make sure Ben has actually played the game or watched the film in advance. Rule 2, check the editing to make sure Stacey hasn't taken out all of my offensive and best jokes. Rule 3, always kiss goodnight when we're done. Always. With me is Stacey Bowles. When she's showering, I often steal her clothes and lure her into the attic. She also gets pretty mad about it.
That's really annoying.
And finally, Ben Sheridan. He's been living with a doll for a while now. He's grateful to have someone that listens to him with no judgment, and the two of them are the closest of friends. If any of the listeners have a puncher repair kit to send in, Ben would be most grateful. Just to warn you all that this podcast will contain a heavy amount of swearing, adult themes, and the occasional bullying of Ben. As always, if you haven't already, you can catch us on all the social medias. Make sure you follow us on Spotify or Apple Podcasts so you'll keep up to date with all of our new releases. Also, please buy our merchandise at
nanpodcast.gmail.com.
Correct. Also, leave a like and subscribe. Right. Before we get into the review, we always do our little one thing. We're going to talk about our one thing. Benji, do you want to kick us off with what we've been up to? What you've been up to?
What have I been up to? Nothing much. Work is work. And I've been staying away, so I haven't really had a lot of time to watch anything because the Airbnb didn't have a telly. However, I decided to. I say read. I listened to an audiobook. I've started an audiobook.
I'm so excited.
Yes.
Question.
Go on.
If you listen to an audiobook, are you reading a book or are you listening?
These are the great questions of our time, Harry.
It's the equivalent of reading, come on.
Is it?
You don't read, you'd rather listen to an audiobook.
I'm not disagreeing with you, but reading, you use your eyes, right?
Yeah. Okay, I've been listening to an audiobook. I suppose that's the thing, though, isn't it? Because you can't ever say, oh, I've listened to that film. Because you would watch a film.
Sometimes I listen to films.
Sometimes. Well, you two don't look at the screen for the first 5 seconds and you question me about if it's true or not. Anyway, so I've listened to an audiobook.
What's the book?
The book is called Year of the Rat.
The Splinter origin story?
I heard about it on a podcast the other week and I thought, oh, maybe that'll be on Spotify. It is. Brilliant. And it's about a journalist that decided he wanted to find out more about like really right-wing parties in the UK. So he decided it was best for him to go undercover. Mm-hmm. So he decided to like completely erase like his social media, everything like that, and he decided to team up with an organisation and say like, you're going in.
Race Busters.
Race Busters. That's probably something very different.
Is this a real life story?
This is real. This happened in 2024.
Okay.
So he decided to go completely undercover, change his name, change his like appearance, all that, and then got in with these right-wing groups to see like how bad they really are. Fucking hell, they're horrific. Spoiler alert, they ain't great. I thought maybe there'd be some redeeming quality. No.
Well, they'd have a nice spread or something.
But if for nothing else, you think the buffet at least. You want to come in and be racist, you better have, oh, the snacks are terrible.
What's the author's name, do you remember?
It's Year of the Rat by Harry Schuckman. Harry Schuckman. Probably worked in the oyster trade. It's got some funny moments.
Yeah.
Where because obviously his name's Harry, so like there was one point where his friend saw him in a pub and shouted his name to him. And so he had to be like, well, I don't know who this person is. And then, it's like, no, I'm really sorry, I'm not Harry, my name's Chris. He's like, no, I swear your name's Harry. It's like, no, it's definitely Chris. Go away now. Apparently, like, met him outside the smoking area. It's just like, you fucking idiot.
No, because I can imagine some of the situations he gets himself in are just really unbelievable.
They are. Like, he got was it a brick thrown at him by some left-wing university student, because he has to hand out pamphlets and all that. He like has to knock on people's doors and say, hi, have you heard about this racist party?
Oh my
and
God.
like hand over like Britain First stuff and all that. So yeah, he gets into some pretty weird situations, but he's also got like a hidden camera and stuff. And at one point, apparently, like someone like slapped him on the back and felt it. And he was just like, "What's that, then, mate?" And it was just like, "Oh, it's a bandage from rugby." And he's like, "For context, I am skinny, 5'5", and have never kicked a ball in my life." Somehow he believed it. It's not just someone reading like, this is how we got to here we are, and this is a rah, rah, rah. I was like, this is someone who's actually in it and was part of it. So I thought maybe he'd also maybe have some like interesting answers as to why people went that way. And apparently the general theme is loneliness.
But a lot of lonely people are targeted by people like that.
Yeah, and it sort of comes from that. So it's like, it's very interesting from that perspective to be like, a lot of people are just lonely and they need a community, even if it's like something they don't really like or agree with.
So what are we saying? Like 10 years ago, it used to be like, local MILF near you looking for love. And now it's like local racist near you. Like, Dave is less than 5 miles away.
Ben's gonna choke. And he's laughing so much like Dr. Evil.
Yeah, it's not a fun read, but it is an interesting read. So I'm halfway through, and I should be listening to the rest of that hopefully this week. So yeah.
Well, from one flag to another, what have you been up to, Harry?
So we went to see the theatre production Dear England.
Very good transition there. Sorry, that was a good transition.
Thank you.
Dear England, that is the play.
Yep, and it's like a journey. It's Gareth Southgate's journey, isn't it? From the English team, it starts off. Sam Allardyce has been sacked for being a little bit dodgy. Let's be fair.
Yep.
And then it takes over to Gareth Southgate, and it's all about how he transitioned a broken team into being like quite like a well-oiled machine, because he kind of was. His whole thing is breaking down barriers is the best way to describe it.
Yeah.
Like a lot of the England team before that was so stiff and jilted and loyal to their clubs. Like if they played for Arsenal, they wouldn't be seen with a Chelsea player because that's a rivalry. You can't be seen with that. That's not the press will not allow that to happen. You'll get slandered. And he just didn't care. He was like, yeah, that's great. And when you're playing for Arsenal, you play for Arsenal. That's great. But when you're here, you're my player.
Yeah, you play for England.
You're my player, and you're my player. And he employs a shrink or a group psychiatrist. Best way to describe it. And it's a woman. So that goes down really well with his backroom staff, who are, let's face it, a little less open-minded.
Okay.
And you can imagine this actually taking place, I think.
Yeah, like...
Because this is like, I would say, 90% based on true events, right?
Yeah, it must be.
Like you see the bit where he meets up with the two heads of FA, and they're like, "Oh, loving it, Gareth. Love what you're doing with the team, the community. Oh, it's never been better." And then when he walks off, they're like, "What the fuck are we doing?" They're like, "Oh my god, what a fucking bunch of pansies."
So where does it take it up to? So does it go from like Sam Allardyce being sacked up to where does it take up the play up to?
Literally, it is Southgate handing over the reins to Tuchel.
Really?
So yeah, the first half of it, they spend a lot of time doing the Russian World Cup.
Yeah.
Because that was his first major tournament. Cut, have your interval, get your £6 ice cream.
Yeah.
And then in the second half, it then kind of fast forwards between like the Euros, World Cup, Euros quite quickly. Because it then kind of puts the football to one side. It's important, but it is all more about men's mental health in the game.
Yeah, okay.
I will say, if you're not open to it, you will not enjoy this play. So the only thing that's not really aged well, and it's only because of the state of the country, is there's a part of the play where he gets all of the England squad in and he rolls out the flag and he's like, "What does this mean to you?" And I was like, "Oh, this is not good timing, is it?"
A lamppost?
Oh, it's not good.
No, not great right now.
It was awkward. The theatre is just littered with like middle class white people.
Jesus.
That's like, but
oh no.
That was it was a bit like that. It was a bit like, oh, it's awkward. But it's true because they bring. I will say this: they're quite brave. They bring up the whole racism. They bring up BLM. They bring up the fact that, I don't know if you remember this, but Rashford, Saka, and oh my god, what's his Sancho?
Yeah,
they all missed their penalties. Now they missed their penalties and they're black. So instantly, it doesn't matter that they missed their penalties. They're black.
Yeah,
and so they just got absolutely pelted online and absolutely disgraceful amount of hate. I'm telling you now, if that had been 3 white players, it just wouldn't have happened.
You'd have commented on players' skill rather than the colour.
Like it makes no difference.
Yeah,
it like no bearing. No. Those players put their ball in the back of the net and we win it.
Yeah,
heroes.
Yeah,
knight them. They miss it. Useless.
Yeah,
it's just sad.
This is the worst team England's ever had.
They had some cool real life flashes though, didn't they? They had Carragher.
They had Carragher missing the penalty shootout. Yeah.
I was going to ask, how do they how do they do the matches? Like, do you?
The set is very minimalist.
I was about to say, 'cause
It's basically just open set at the bottom, and at the top they've just got a ring where they show you like a bit like a match day where they've got the scores.
Oh, okay.
And stuff like that. They'll go into like slow motion playing the game, and it'll be like you'll see Harry Kane will jump up in a header, and then the banner will go goal 1-0, and then it'll be like
Okay. How does the subject of football translate? How does it for you translate into a play? Does it do it well, or is it?
It does do it well
because it's an interesting thing to translate. Which is like, let's face it, football is very much a working class sport. Do you think you could get someone who's a Millwall season ticket holder to go and watch this and be like, you'll enjoy it, even though it is a play? Not to stereotype, but
I think yes. I'm not sure if you could get someone who doesn't have any understanding of football to enjoy it. That would be a question I'd have for you.
Yeah, come on, Stacey.
Oh yeah, I really enjoyed it.
But you do have a level of understanding of football. You've watched all these tournaments.
Thank you. I've really worked on that level of understanding.
We've gone through 2 TVs because of you. She's got an England shot on as we speak.
I know what offside is.
Nice.
That's right. No, it was really good. I think they really struck the balance between the football and, the changes that he was trying to implement, but also it's got loads of touch points just about England at the time. So you see COVID, you see Theresa May, Boris Johnson all pop up.
Oh, really? So it's like a biography, but just through the eyes of Gareth Southgate.
Kind of, yeah. And the thing I like about football is not the actual football itself, but it's all the stuff around it and how do they strategise it and what's important to them and what do they do when the pressure hits. And that's all in it. But they really inject some fun into it as well, right? So they did a fashion show with Sven Goran Eriksson and who was the other guy?
Capello. Yeah, when Gareth was choosing his suit, there was it's iconic. All English managers, they have a look. And so then, and Sven comes out and it's I have a clean, crisp suit.
and the other guy is Armani, clearly.
Yeah.
The actors are phenomenal. They look and sound the part for most.
The highlights: Southgate, Kane, and Pickford.
Really?
Yeah. Gareth Southgate didn't want to watch it because he thought it'd be too awkward watching a play about himself, which is probably the most English thing I've ever heard.
No, don't make a fuss. Let's not make a fuss here.
The most Gareth Southgate thing ever.
No, don't get up.
And they had some really great little interludes as well with music, didn't they? So obviously Sweet Caroline, but they had Vindaloo, and they had the Sven Goran Eriksson song
which nobody's ever heard. What? When it came on, I was like, I love this song.
I didn't even know that was a song.
Yeah. And they did a good job of incorporating women's football a little bit in there.
Yeah, I'd recommend it. Yeah, it's good. It was good. So, last but not least, Stacey.
Stacey, what the hell have you been up to?
So, I watched...
On your own?
In a separate room from my husband, who was poorly at the time.
Oh, okay.
Pinocchio, the Guillermo del Toro's version in 2022, the animated one that kind of looks like James and the Giant Peach.
Yep.
I'll be honest, I didn't fancy watching it. It was Harry's recommendation.
Okay.
It's because we were both scrolling through Netflix and we was like, what should we watch? You know how it is. Doom scrolling.
Yeah.
And I was like, I've heard this is good. It had on the corner BAFTA award winner and all that, shit.
I just remember the original Disney version, which is, let's face it, terrifying. And then obviously I saw it was Guillermo del Toro who does creepy things, and I thought, well, this is going to be terrifying. It's a retelling, so it's not really like the Disney one. It's got the same major plot points.
It follows the story. It's following the book, but I'd say there is no correlation between the Disney one and this one.
No, not at all.
Rarely.
Less fascism in the Disney one.
Ironically for Disney.
What was ironic is that in the same year, Disney released their version of Pinocchio, and this come out and smashed it at the awards and kind of showed Disney that's how you do it.
Yeah, no, it was really good actually. I have to say I enjoyed it much more than I thought I would, and there were some really funny but not funny moments that came out of me and Harry messaging each other whilst watching it, which was when the real Pinocchio goes into the church with his pine cone to rescue his pine cone, and the church gets bombed, sadly.
Oh, yeah. That kid is so annoying.
Harry's message to me was, well, I hope the pine cone's all right.
Just chucking the corpse aside oh, thank God. Oh, God, this wall could take everything from you.
And the bit where they're in the Italian Reichs camp or whatever, and they're paintballing each other. And the kid rebels against his dad and shoots him right in the eyes. And for those old school British fans, what a Biker Grove moment that was.
Brilliant.
I'm blind, man!
what a reference. I am not...
Where Pinocchio, Pet? Shot me in the face!
I have not heard Biker Grove mentioned in any context for about 25 years.
Very timely reference.
My God. For anyone who doesn't get any of that, Google Biker Grove and enjoy yourself.
The making of Ant McPartland. It was really good, but I would say I would maybe give it maybe an 8 out of 10. Like, it was really good, but some parts of it didn't.
Which bits didn't you find, like, kind of... Because I remember watching it, I really liked the context of it. So, like, it's set in Italy, a puppet state. And I really like that.
No, I think it looks very, very good, very stylish. And I like things that are a bit different.
Yeah.
So I do really like it, but just some of it didn't fall together very well. So, like, some of it just didn't go anywhere. The stuff with the fascism just kind of fell away. Nothing really kind of... They didn't make a point, or it didn't happen. And then at the end, obviously he's just left on his own, and it just... Nothing.
Carried on, as is.
It's a film for fart sniffers.
I thought Harry had been very quiet during this whole thing.
It's a film for fart sniffers.
No, I really liked
It's
it.
people that like their own farts.
Yeah, okay.
I knew, and that's why when you said, "Oh, I like that," I was like, "I knew it."
I knew it!
What do you mean a film for fart sniffers?
Oh, it's so like pretentious up itself.
How is it pretentious?
Wanky film.
No, it's not.
It is. Like, look at the fine. It was fine. I wouldn't watch it again. It's like, look at the cast, man. It was like so star-studded. You know, it's just people going, "Oh my God, it's Del Toro and it's going to be so artsy," and they've just signed up because they know it's going to be lined up for award season.
Yeah.
And it's just like, "Oh, look at the stop motion, fap, 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 fap." I'm like, oh my God, get over it.
What I do when watching this film is not your concern.
I hated Pinocchio. I would chuck him in the fire immediately.
Oh, right. Oh, okay. I mean, yeah, up to the halfway point, he is a grade A.
He's a twat.
He's a grade A cunt.
Yeah. And Geppetto
and his wife Jasol.
Beppe hates him, right? He hates him because he sees him for who he is. He's a monster, right? He's like, "I need you to do one thing. Go to school."
Yeah.
Joins the circus.
Yeah.
Like,
How have you fucked up this badly?
It happens to us all.
I really appreciate the art style of it. Oh yeah, and the sad boy ending. Like, come on, mate. That's such a fucking wanky ending as well, isn't it?
What happens at the end of it again?
Everyone dies. Everyone. He's like, "Oh, the cricket died. It's okay because I put him in my chest. He's all right. He's been eaten by maggots, mate. He's gone. Right? He's gone." Your dad, who's not really your dad, you've definitely been kidnapped. Right?
Anyway, should we get on with the film?
Let's get on with it.
From one fake boy to another.
There are comparisons.
Thank you.
Released in 2016, The Boy is directed by William Brent Bell, director of The Devil Inside and Orphan First Kill. The Boy is an American supernatural horror film starring Lauren Cohan, best known for her role as Maggie from The Walking Dead, alongside Rupert Evans, Diana Hardcastle and Jim Norton. The story follows Greta, an American nanny who takes a job in a remote English mansion, only to discover the child she's been hired to take care of is actually a life-size porcelain doll named Brahms. The parents treat him as if he's alive, complete with a list of strict rules she must follow, and when those rules are broken, strange things start to happen. The film cost, Stacey.
No, you always go to Ben first.
Yeah, and I thought I'd mix it up.
Yeah.
I want to go low budget, but the question is, what is low budget? I'm going to say 2 million.
2 million. Okay. Benji?
10.
Did you look it up?
No.
Because it's 10 million.
Is it actually?
I think you looked it up.
I did not look it up. That's
Your nose, Ben.
Come on, Ben, say another line. I'd value our friendship. Yes, I played Silent Little.
Benji, how much do you think it made back?
This got a sequel.
It did get a sequel.
It did get a sequel, which means it did well enough. I'm going to say it made 50 mil.
50 million. Stacey?
I've never heard of this film, but then I'm not like in the gang
You don't
for
know
horrors.
about, you don't know about the boys cinematic universe?
I don't know.
Tons of boys. That's where the boys comes from.
So I'm going to go a bit lower. I'm going to just go for 40 mil.
So you've gone 50.
Yeah.
You've gone 40. It was 64.
Okay.
Oh, so big hit.
Yeah, good for the studio. The sequel did not do so well.
No.
So the sequel had a budget of 10 mil, and I think it grossed 12.5 mil.
The sequel has just got to be a rinse and repeat of the first one, right?
Oh, you'd think that.
Yeah, that's actually what upset a lot of the fans, is that it's very different. Right, so we're going to start off quite casual. We're going to start off with the plot. How did we like the setup, like her coming over? The rules are obviously explained to her. When did you start to question there was something more to the doll? And was Brahms creepy because of his looks or because of how everyone else approached him?
Oh, that's a thinker, that
That's
question.
a good question. I like that Gretty flies over from the America to...
Did you call her Gritty?
Gretty? Yeah. Oh, Gretty.
Okay.
Oh, Gretty.
Oh, Gretty. I like the fact that Gretty flies over from America to definitely Canada, not the UK, in any way, shape or form.
And where's Hansel?
Hans... Jesus Christ.
That is low.
It's so bad.
So I think personally, the parents are pricks. They did not explain the situation well enough. Like, the dad at one point kind of goes, look, I appreciate it's a bit weird.
He's the only one who seems to have any sense of like, look, she's mental. Don't worry about it, love.
Yeah.
But the mum was like, go on then. Sing for him. She's like, right.
Okay. I'll get knocked down. I'll get up again. He loves Chumbawamba.
But did they know
Yes, they knew.
about the actual...
Yes. Yeah.
But how do you know?
Because he's
They
obviously...
write him a fucking letter.
Yeah.
No, but I thought they wrote the letter to the doll.
No. You think these
Dear
guys...
Brahm, I wrote you, but you still ain't called me.
He's got the most the rent-free.
I mean, to be fair, if someone said to me, look, could you just live in our walls, please? And we'll, for free.
Who's asking you this question?
Get a lot of weird DMs. Like I said, look, it's free of charge though. You just got to sort of live in the walls of the house. I'm like, well, cost of living crisis right now.
What benefit have they got for you living? I'm invested in this. Why are you living in the walls?
I don't
Are you
know,
killing rats?
Maybe I am. Maybe I'm really good at it.
Maybe you are. If you're calling.
You don't know everything about me, guys. All right, maybe I'm really good at hunting and killing rats. Okay.
Going back to the plot.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's not real.
Yeah, the plot. It's quite loose.
It's okay. There's not really a lot to do. The what is it? Not her love interest who comes along. Who as
Which
well?
one? The real one, so Malcolm, which is
Malcolm's the guy who does the groceries, doesn't he?
grocery boy.
Yeah, Malcolm. His name's Malcolm. Malcolm's all right. He's just, but also he's in on it. Surely you'd be like, but he kind of, he's not in on it, but he understands like this is a bit weird. Don't you worry, because he shakes Bram's hand as well. He's like, oh, and how are you?
Yeah.
Bram's like slips him a tinny.
Keep that between me and you, son.
You're all right with that. Don't worry about them. They're
I'm
mental.
surprised he hasn't reported them to the authorities.
Fuck off! You see how much they're getting paid?
Yeah, he's had good money.
He ain't declaring that.
Where is this cash coming from? That's the
The house.
He's writing damn tips. Until like the end, they're not sinister. They're just a bit weird. Like, do you know what I mean? Like we've all known an older person who doesn't let you touch their plate collection
Or Sonic collection.
or Sonic collection. They're both on A spectrum.
The thing I didn't particularly get on board with this film, it's a horror, right? It's a 15, I might add. This film has
Scarier.
a few jump scares.
Yeah, it's not sinister enough, you might say.
But
not sinister enough.
And one of the jump scares is a dream sequence, which I hate. It's such a cheap thing to do.
Couple of them, I think, were there.
Yeah.
The painting grabs through the wall.
The doll grabbing her arm, I think.
Yeah. The bits I like in this is when that doll just does not move. Which, I mean, would have been a very easy downset. But, you know, when she's just walking around and it's always like, she can see it through that bit in the corridor where it's at the end that... It's at
A bit
the
like
end.
the receptionist from Monsters Inc.
Bit like the reception.
Always watch.
That's exactly what I thought when I was watching
Yes.
I would kind of wish they had made it so that like Greta had maybe some like mental health issues or something. So it's like, well, is it actually moving or do you think it's moving?
Well, I called it early. I reckon she lost a child.
Yeah, which I
never
found
thought about that.
amazing because
Should probably find that.
for me,
Carry on.
which for me I found amazing because for me they didn't build the backstories enough. So like, when by the time you find out she lost a child, I didn't really mean anything. It was just really blasé, mention it, move on.
Like level of knowledge of film, and you have my level of understanding,
Which
I could see through the layers.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah. A lot of the plot was really, if I was a student writing a film, this is how I expect it to turn up. Like, there's lots of it that's just random, like her friend on the other line doesn't really add anything to it, and eventually she just stops talking. The only thing that the friend adds is that she mentions the boyfriend or ex-boyfriend or whoever he is.
The address.
So that she knows, he's going to turn up at some point. But that is so random. Some bloke is meant to have flown from America to London,
Canada,
England, wherever this is based, to like come. I don't even know what he's there for, to be honest.
He's there because that horror film needed someone to die.
Yeah.
It also relies on really generic horror plot items like Maggie, what's her real name?
Yeah, Maggie.
She gets got when she's vulnerable or she's got a guest over. She's being, what's the word? When she's being sexy. And she's got a friend over.
Yeah.
And then also when she's naked in the shower. There's all like really...
That's a good time to be a wall dweller.
Great. So, what do you think I'm hired? The Dawn Black is much, much scarier, and it's kind of the same thing. It's
This is the Temu version.
Yeah, it's
It is.
TV version of Woman in Black, The Boy.
When did you start to suspect it wasn't the supernatural?
Can I tell you exactly when, Harry? It's because you were obsessed with Malcolm. Were you?
I was. I was adamant. I was like, Malcolm, he's Brahms. He's the real Brahms. He's grown up. Why else would they let him in the house? And then I was like...
Every 5 minutes.
Why would they pay him cash in hand?
Honestly, I was so adamant and stuck on it. And then it turns out the film was so thin on plot that they didn't even think to bother with that.
No.
Even when
I gave the film too much credit.
You said it so much that when they were like flicking through the photo albums and stuff, I was like, he does look like him.
Yeah.
Maybe it is.
I would have been more surprised. Like, genuinely would have been like, what a twist. That is, I would have not seen coming if it was revealed that Brahms and the girl he killed was Greta and the boyfriend who flew back over, or something like that.
Okay.
That would have been like awful. But it would have been quite like, whoa.
That's when I started thinking that it was Malcolm that was moving the doll. I didn't think it was someone else in the house. But that would have made it more sinister, though, I think. No, like he's trying to...
Gaslighting her.
Yeah.
I remember seeing, because I saw this at the cinema, like all those years ago.
Did you get your money back?
I should have. So that's fine. I really enjoyed this film. Oh. I will say, I'll be honest, I didn't get that it was a guy on the wall until it actually happened. So the film did do that for me, where it's like, okay, it's actually a guy on the wall. That's what, at the time, I quite liked that twist.
Yeah.
But then I saw Supernatural do the exact same thing on a TV, on one of their episodes, and do it much better.
Yeah, we said this, man. The film on paper should have worked. Like, I just think you needed a bit more going on. If it's going to be spooky, it needs to be spooky. It needs to be scary. The jump scares were so generic, and it was so A to B to C. Nothing else going on. Nothing's like tickling your brain, getting your juices going.
A good measure of that is the fact that I wasn't scared.
You were not? I was going to ask this at the end, your scare factor. So if you weren't scared, then it can't have been that.
Well, at the beginning I was, because I didn't know what to expect. So, you can tell there's a jump scare coming. And I was like, ugh. But then I was like, oh, it's fine. I did find Brahms really creepy. And I quite liked when you would look at him, they're doing something else. And when you look back, his head's moved. And I quite like that. The doll did look alive in a weird way.
There's not enough. It's also in broad daylight.
Yeah, most of the time.
It's so well lit in that house.
It is.
What's creepier, this doll or the doll from The Conjuring?
Oh, Conjuring.
Conjuring's doll. Yeah, the Annabelle doll.
Annabelle.
Yeah, 100%.
Annabelle's horrific and dirty. And
it's too clean.
Like, this boy, he goes to private school, doesn't he?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely
He gets dropped off.
When he got his head smashed in at the end, and then right at the very end you see him gluing him back together, I thought, that That would give him a creepier look.
What did you think of like Brahms as like the villain as a reveal when he's just like this lanky dude? Also, still wears a mask.
Yeah, he made me feel sick.
Who is that? Who is that for?
He made me feel really sick because you can see his beard and his chest hair underneath, but then you're looking at the face. He probably was equally as probably the most creepy.
This might have been something that...
Who would have thought that being locked up in a wall for like 20 years would do that to a man?
Just shave, man.
This may have just been me thinking it, but also he's got no muscle on him. He has been climbing up and down them walls for about 20 years.
He should be ripped.
He should be like lean, but he should be absolutely shredded.
What's he living on?
Rats.
Yeah,
it's just pure protein. He's on a carnivore diet.
He really is.
He's on carnivore diet and water. That's
He
it.
smells fantastic, though.
Oh, I imagine he does.
So just to talk to you, what you were saying about at the end where he's been glued back together. So the reason why people were upset of number 2 is because Brahms is actually haunted. It's not a person. It flips, which is weird. I just don't understand why you'd do that.
No, I understand that now then. Okay.
Yeah.
Do you reckon
Then I don't know how you'd get a sequel out of it in the other way, because you would just be repeating the same story, surely.
Yeah.
I originally thought that the parents were going on a holiday and they were basically setting up Maggie to die. I thought they'd done a deal with the devil and their boy's soul lived on in the doll.
Right,
and then
okay.
Once a year or whatever, they'd have to sacrifice a person to keep the demon happy.
Malcolm is right there, lads.
Yeah, but he cooks their dinner.
He does cook the dinner. Also, parents, that's not how you go swimming.
I did a U when they did that moment from Master and Commander. I was like, oh, they're just going for a nice seaside walk. I was like, with rocks in their pockets. I was like, yeah.
Could be some really
Strength
nice...
training.
Yeah, exactly. Look, ignore my wife. She's got a lot of weird rules in the doll, but we do miss it. Also, why do that? Just drive your car off the cliff.
Yeah, there are easier ways.
Make it easier for yourself.
Yeah, what are your top tips then?
Well, I've never thought about that.
Right, enough about the plot. Let's talk about some characters, okay? So, obviously, what's her face? Lauren Cohan as Greta. Maggie too. Well, that's the thing. Have you watched Walking Dead?
Yes.
Yeah?
I have.
I know you've seen it. We watched it together. Is this Maggie part 2, or do you think she does enough to define herself away from that role?
This could be the prequel to Walking Dead.
Do you reckon? This is what started it.
This is what Maggie did before the whole apocalypse.
I know what you did last summer, Maggie. I think it's completely different from Maggie in Walking Dead, yeah.
Yeah.
I think in this one she's much more vulnerable, girly. Maggie's a hard nut. Don't mess with Maggie.
I think so. There's just not enough of Greta's character.
Yeah, we don't know it really.
There's no depth to it. It just sort of is there.
The ex that comes over to visit her, what's his name?
What's his name?
Yeah.
Grant.
It's a really generic American name.
Yeah. He's a very generic American man.
Well, that's what I was going to say. He is just, obviously he's only in it for 5 minutes, so he has to come in, be this massive stereotype, and I think he literally burst into the room and Harry goes, oh, he's tall.
We'll say, not bad at pool.
Give him his G's. Does punch women. Pretty good at pool.
But he can break a 147 like no one else.
I need you to talk about your feelings about Malcolm. Well, because you were conflicted most of the time because you thought he was the bad guy. And then did you feel bad?
I didn't feel bad, mostly because the film's shit.
That's going on the DVD box.
Honestly, and the only time that he really gets called into action, he gets knocked out immediately. Like, when they're getting chased through the walls.
Yeah,
it's like, it's okay, we outnumber him. Oh, Malcolm's down. And then like Maggie's there going, oh no, I won't leave. And he's like, go. She's like, oh, all right then. He's like, you prick.
One plot hole that Malcolm's involved in, though, which you pointed out, is I think at the end when they're screaming through the house or something, which you can clearly hear outside, and yet when she's in the attic screaming for Malcolm, nothing.
And she's like smashing the gutters, isn't she? With a stick and can't hear anything. And then when he's asleep in a car outside when it's raining, Maggie and Grant are having an argument, and he's like, oh, what's that sound? What's that? Go check that out.
Oh, I heard someone breaking a 147.
Not on my watch.
The Maggie and Malcolm romance, did we buy?
No. This isn't as... What is there? Why would you walk someone around the gardens of the house and be like, oh, by the way, do you hear about the kid that died here? There she is now. Look, that's her corpse. It's never rotted away. I'm really good at this.
Have you not tried that one?
It's not about me.
He's speaking from experience.
It's not about me.
He comes on so strong, doesn't he? It's a bit too much.
That's the first woman he has seen in like probably about 10 years.
True.
Yeah. This kid's an Englishman in Canada. He doesn't know what's going on. He lives in the woods.
True. And then one of my favourite funny bits is when she's on the phone to her friend and she's like, oh, you're wearing your coral dress. And she's like, no. She's like, you're drinking red wine, aren't you? She's like, yeah.
You're taking a bump of a line, aren't you? No.
And then, at the end when they're escaping and she sees some sort of doll wearing her coral dress, I think, as she's running past.
Oh, yeah. He makes a doll out of I don't know, stuff.
Yeah, and she hesitates. And I can just imagine she's thinking, but I really like that dress.
It's probably a good dress.
That's the reason she come back.
Yeah.
Not for Malcolm.
No.
She grabs the dress and is like, oh, fuck, I'm Malcolm, dear.
She actually steps over him to get to the dress.
So I think the biggest character, who actually isn't a character really, is Brahms, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do we think the clean aesthetic and the fact that he does look a bit of a posh boy, is it creepy? Or Chucky, Annabelle, those sort of doll things, do they do it better?
The posh boys are really creepy.
Because I think the doll, I actually think it's a good look. I think it's horrible.
I like it.
Yeah, it's a good horror trope. I'm all for it. I just think the film around it let it down.
Do you reckon they were trying to go for like a franchise thing?
Absolutely.
Like, we're going to make the Brahms cinematic universe.
Do you think you can buy a Brahms?
You probably
Why
could.
would you want one?
I know what your Christmas present is. The doll is creepy. Like, 100%.
It's creepy how she goes from like basically laughing at it, right? She chucks it to the side and she doesn't really respect it. And then when the rules start getting broken and the music plays and the doors are getting knocked and whatever, that's when she's kind of like, where do I put that checklist?
Yep.
And then she starts holding Brahms and starts walking around and treats it like a child, like an actual person.
The bit I do like, and it's the one scene in the film I do quite enjoy, is when she gets Malcolm to like look at it as well. And she's really excited about, like, oh, this thing actually moves. Like, that is the best bit of this film. But
normally, that wouldn't move. And he'd go, you crazy girl.
Yeah.
And he'd go. But in this...
yeah,
it actually happens, and I was a bit like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Just to confirm, you can buy a life-size Brahms on Etsy. It's for £350, but I think it's worth the prank on Ben.
So if you want to do that GoFundMe.
I did really like the child psychology she has a bit in this, because I think she coaxes him out to moving it because she understands him. She's like, oh, he's shy and he won't do it if you're in the room. And then he does it. And then at the end, when she's confronted with the actual person, again, she's like, well, it's time for bed. Like, I'm going to read you a story. And so immediately he goes and does it.
With a film like this, all I want to see is different random people kind of going there and getting brutally murdered. I just want to see...
I just want to see the brutal murder.
Yeah, because it's that sort of horror. Like, I want to see like what the bit where Grant turned up and it was like, Get Out was written in blood and whatever. I was like, here we go, it's finally something's going to happen. I would quite like to have seen her have like a group of mates round and then just turn it into just a slasher flick.
Yeah.
Because at least that's fun.
Yeah.
What do you think made it a 15? Because there wasn't really any swearing either.
I'm pretty sure that wall dwelling's illegal in several states
It is?
in America. Not here.
Oh, thank God.
No.
15 contains strong language, scenes
wall dwelling.
scenes of wall dwelling and a break 147, which is superb.
I have no idea what it'd be 15.
Yeah.
I guess you see the two suicides.
Yes, the themes of suicide and also, like, I don't know, see a woman partially in the shower. I don't know. Yeah, but it's what Brahms said.
Okay, I'm going to do a little game time, right?
Okay.
It's called Be a Dull Babes. I'm employing you, both of you. You can...
How much are you paying us?
Nothing.
Oh,
good vibes.
So I'm not accepting the job.
I will give you one Dairy Lee Dunker.
Only one.
Can you...
Each.
That's a game changer.
Can I take Stacey's Derrily Dunker as well?
Yeah.
No.
You can overpower her and take the Derrily Dunker.
I think I'm stronger than Ben.
You're probably right. You're probably right.
Right, back in the room.
Sorry.
So, I'm employing you to look after one of my 4 dolls. They each have a set of rules you must follow. I will list the rules, and then you have to pick which one you wish to look after for 6 months. Okay?
6 months.
6 months.
Okay.
Is this in our normal...
You get cash in hand, as many Derrily Dunkables as you like.
Oh, fair enough.
Is this in a normal house or in like a house for the doll?
Let's just say it's the boy house.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
big mansion, scary times.
Nice.
Okay.
I'm about to go swimming with some rocks.
Is Malcolm in existence? Just asking.
Oh! Yeah, only for Ben. So, I've made 4 dolls. They each have their set of rules, and you have to pick which one you want to look after, okay?
Okay.
Doll number 1, Sergeant Snuggles.
Oh, yes, please,
Yes,
immediately.
it's that one.
Let's not go on.
So, you must salute and address him as Sir every time you enter his room. Once a week, hold a candlelight memorial for fallen plushies from the Great Wash Cycle of 19. Never put him in the toy chest. It will set off his PTSD. He will listen to the national anthem every hour, on the hour.
Ooh.
You must brush his hair through the night terrors. He might get handsy.
Oh.
You have to clean up his used Barbie doll every morning.
Oh, okay. I'm not keen on hearing the national
Naughty
anthem
Snuggles.
every hour. It's
But-
quite long and dreary.
But I do respect the military.
Are you saying you don't respect the military, Stacey?
I respect the military, but like,
Not where I'm sitting.
if it were the French national anthem, I'd be all for it.
Why do you like the French national anthem?
Because it's peppy.
It's peppy. I mean, you may not hear it. Or is this going through like a loudspeaker?
Is there any other
With
way
the bass
to do it?
turned way up. Like,
He has access to my soundbar.
I'm going to skip this. I like your soundbar.
Okay, doll number 2. We've got Bella Ray. Right? Every meal must be photographed before eating. No exceptions. She requires 3 outfit changes a day and 1 emotional breakdown a week. All compliments must include the phrase, for the algorithm. Never let her battery drop below 80%. She will spiral. Tag her in every photo you appear in. And the last one, at midnight, she creates cryptic posts about people she hates. You're top of that list, and you have to heart react every single one of them. She has over 3 million followers.
Fucking hell.
I quite like Bella Ray. I'm here for the gossip.
Can we get Bella around the podcast?
She's a diva.
Yeah.
No, can't be doing that.
No?
When you say you have to keep her phone battery topped up, what phone does she have?
Well, yeah, that's a good
If she's
point.
got 3210, you never have to worry about that phone.
I mean, let's face it, she's going to have the latest model, and she's going to have the latest iPhone.
Yeah.
An iPhone? Christ.
Yeah.
Yeah, but latest one.
Sponsored by Apple.
You might like this one, Ben. Chad Flexwell.
I'm all for him.
Right. You-
Can you come up with
What's this?
it took a long time.
I don't know where he gets these ideas. This
Honestly, it took me so long. I was really struggling. So, the T's and C's of Chad. You must feed him 40 grams of protein every hour or he does a dirty protest.
every hour.
Every hour. Whilst he's awake.
Oh my god.
Must be on hand to spot him at any hour of the day. Don't adjust the thermometer above 15 degrees, otherwise he'll be sweating whey, thus losing gains.
True.
Don't pass a mirror without flexing. You have to dispose of his needle collection without question. Will only be lulled to sleep by reading his personal bests and being told he's such a strong little man.
I mean, this is a list that I would get behind. I would do this.
Yeah. The temperature thing's an issue for me. I'm quite a cold.
Could wrap up
person.
though.
Yeah, just get a load of blankets.
Yeah, but
It's a big house though. Nothing's going to be drafty.
and
That's grade 2 listed. You take one look at that house, you're like, whew.
and also you're feeding him protein on the hour every hour,
Do we...
Farts.
and the
Yeah.
farts, but also it's going to be a lot of meat. It's not good for me.
Oh, hang on. Compromise. Can I use a protein shake?
Yeah. 40 grams, whatever.
Is that all you're going to feed him all day? Protein shakes?
Get this down here. Okay.
That's why it's so easy for him to do a dirty protest.
That makes sense now.
He just has to think about it and he shits himself. Okay, the last one we've got Coronica. All right.
Oh no.
Always begin conversations with, "You're absolutely right, Coronica." keep her haircut maintained at a 45-degree let me speak to you angle.
Oh no.
She must speak to a manager once a day. If none are available, you're promoted.
She sounds a lot like me.
If a neighbour's doll looks happier, she files a formal grievance. Should you ever roll your eyes, she will appear behind you whispering, "Excuse me?" Once a week, she hosts a wine and wine night. Attendance is mandatory. Topics are
like this chick.
Yeah. Wine and wine night. Attendance is mandatory. Topics are chosen by seance.
Oh, by seance.
Okay.
Yeah.
It would be the quickest overhand smash I've ever done on a doll. It would be, as soon as that front door closed, I'm like, ooh!
I quite like her. Would she be open to having cheese on the wine and cheese night?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, but she might bitch about you behind your back about that.
Not if you're bitching together. That's the key.
Should just do it to your face.
Do you reckon you'd be like that Bella Ray, mate? A bit of a whore.
Maybe.
Yeah.
But the haircut, the 45-degree angle could pose a problem.
Why?
Because I'm not sure exactly what 45 degrees is like.
You're going to go 45 degrees that way?
The classic Karen haircut.
Yeah.
All right, okay. Which is?
Like kind of like a 45-degree bob, right?
Yeah.
Okay, right.
So, number one, we've got Sergeant Snuggles.
Mm-hmm.
Such things include PTSD, crying at night, loves the national anthem. Bella Ray. She has to have compliments followed by the phrase for the algorithm. Don't ever let her phone go below 80%. And you have to tag her in every photo.
Okay.
Chad Flexwell. Absolute beast. You have to feed him 40 grams of protein every hour. Don't adjust the thermometer, otherwise he sweats away. And you must be on hand to spot him at any point. And lastly, we've got the Karen Coronica. We have to agree with her at every point. You have to cut her hair to a 45-degree angle. And you have to go to wine and wine night. Sorry, wine and cheese night.
Okay, for me, the two women are out because, like, otherwise I'll never have any fun in that house.
I'm going straight in with Bella Ray.
Bella Ray.
Yeah, I just think like we could have a great time together. She'd be a bit of a handful, but I think
She's posting shit about you every night, though.
Yeah. Every post is about you.
Oh, is it about me?
Yeah.
You've got to deal with that.
You know, you win some, you lose some. I quite look forward to being roasted every night, to be honest.
To interpret the rules, you don't have to look at that post.
No, you have to heart react to it.
Oh shit, you do.
I'm still on board with it. I think we'd like, she might post some roasty shit about me, but we'd have a good time watching Mean Girls and that kind of thing.
Okay, you go on Bella Ray.
Yeah.
Benji, Chad or Snuggles? One of life's big questions.
On the one hand, I do appreciate I could get behind, because I'd also have to do it to be like,
Wait.
to like not miss out. I do appreciate the idea of getting like my protein intake each day and being able to go, because I imagine his gym is also like quite well equipped. On the other hand, I do respect veterans. I'm going to go with Chad Flexwell.
Just going Chad Flexwell.
I will come out of that in 6 months looking like an absolute unit.
Well, thank you for playing Be a Doll Babes.
Hang on, which doll would you?
Yeah, come on.
What doll would I pick? I would probably pick... Fuck, it's tough, isn't it?
It is.
I could see you with Bella Ray because you'd on purpose piss her off just to see what she wrote.
Yeah, you'd be Betty.
Yeah, I agree. I wholeheartedly agree, actually. Yeah, because I think it'd be funny to wind her up. And I could genuinely heart react.
Yeah. Gosh, you see that so passive aggressive.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Oh.
That's the sort of level of pettiness I can get behind.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah. All right. Before we go on to approval, let's just very quickly talk about some themes, atmosphere, and direction, okay? Did you feel this was more a psychological horror, more than a supernatural?
Struggle to class it as a horror.
I agree.
If you had to pick, though, yeah, psychological, I guess.
And how did you feel about William Brent Bell's directing? Do you think, does he do a good job with the scares? I don't think so.
I think this film doesn't know what it wants to be. Is it a horror? Is it a thriller? It starts off trying to be a horror and then kind of evolves into a thriller at the end.
Yeah, that's fair. I think he does take a twist twist, doesn't it? It takes a turn.
It's just this. The direction's nothing. Like the actors are there and they turn up and they do their job, and like that's it. There's nothing.
Maggie was great actress in it, though. By the way,
You rate her?
I do. Yeah.
Yeah. Sure.
I think they did their jobs.
But there was no atmosphere for horror in terms of this whole thing takes place in one house, which is kind of similar to The Woman in Black or the Jersey one, which was
The Jersey
others.
Boys.
the others.
It was the Jersey Boys.
But those houses are much more creepy. Have a much more.
I think that's where sound design comes into it, right?
Yeah.
You want to hear the slow creaks of the floorboards or the orchestral like music kind of swirling up and getting you. Like, don't get me wrong, jump scares are cheap, but sometimes they can pay off.
Yeah.
You can have jump scares. They can be
Absolutely. Conjuring.
Yeah, Conjuring does it really well. But I think you've got the doll, which looks creepy, and you've got the setting, a creepy house. You kind of have all of the setting to do it right, and they just don't execute well. Like I said, the two of the jump scares are in dream sequences, which is just pointless.
Yeah.
My last note was, why do you hate me, Ben? Why do you keep making me watch these sort of films?
Oh, yeah, I did choose this, didn't I?
You did, yeah.
Yeah, I did.
You
didn't
did,
I?
yeah. And you made me watch The Babadook.
Weird, great film.
That's not a good film.
That's a great film.
And you made me watch Rush.
Great film.
Why do you keep doing this to me, Ben? It's either watching this absolute garbage or it's fart sniffing.
And there is no in between.
No in between.
You've known me long enough to know that is it. That's all I've got. This is my brand. It's how I do things.
So before we go into our approvals, I made a big swing and I did my approval before we watched the film.
Oh.
Let's see how right I was. Right, I'm going to be bold and I'm going to put my nan approval before I've watched the film. So I think this is going to be so generic. I reckon it's going to have a very thin storyline, which I couldn't give a shit about. I think the only thing that's going to be attractive about this film is Maggie from The Walking Dead. I think it's going to have about 4 jump scares, which are going to be half-baked and undeserved scares, but I'm sure it's going to have Stacey screaming behind a pillow. It's going to be bland as fuck, and I'm not going to approve it. Prove me wrong, film. It did not.
Okay. I'm going to say comedy reader because you're coming in with bias now. Deserved bias, but bias nonetheless.
So you're sticking by the guns.
The only thing I would change about that is the fact that it didn't scare you.
No.
No, yeah. Oh, wait. As in you wanted me to be scared.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, it's a horror film.
Okay, so you're doubling down. You're not approving it.
No, I can't approve this film.
No.
No, it's not even in the category of like, oh, it's so bad, it's good. A bit like Woman in Black 2. Like, I wouldn't recommend that. Like, that's just so bad, it's just bad. Just leave it.
Stacey?
I think both of you are going to hate me for this.
If you fucking approve this film,
You're going to approve this film?
you didn't approve Master and Commander.
Oh my God, you wouldn't approve a naval film. You wouldn't approve a... sounds like that piracy advert. You wouldn't approve Rush.
I think it comes down to how you badge the film. If you badge the film as a horror, it's not a horror, and I totally get as a horror fan you wouldn't like that. I do not enjoy horror.
No.
But I would see this film as more of a thriller, which I did enjoy the twist.
It's Harry's head is in his hand.
And the horror parts...
It's grounds for divorce, mate.
I did wonder that when I was thinking about this. And the horror parts...
Are you trolling me?
The horror parts are so bad, they're good.
Are you trolling me?
I think they're so
Are you
bad,
trolling
they're
me?
good. So I am going to approve this film.
God.
I literally can't believe it. It's one of the worst films we've watched. One of the worst.
All right, mate.
I was picturing your reaction earlier when I was thinking I was going to say this.
Ben, I can't believe I'm saying this. But you have the deciding vote.
This never happened before. Oh, I'm going to approve it now to spite Harry.
Probably fucking will. When we talk about our end of year films, we're trying to approve. I'm like, yeah, Rush didn't make the cut, but
Yeah, why didn't Rush make the cuts?
If you don't like horrors, this is a good horror for you. That's what I'm saying.
I can't. Oh, this is a dilemma. On the one hand, I didn't like this film, but on the other hand, I could approve it. I don't make Harry mad.
what one do you want more?
Oh God, I got a bit. No.
Why did I go first? if Ben had gone first, he would have not approved this, and I would have had the deciding vote.
Oh, I've never had this much power before on this podcast.
I don't know. That's the thing.
I'm going to cut a previous episode where you approved it. And
Shit. I approve the boy. Yeah. I can't approve this. I can't. It's just so bland. It's so bland and it's so vanilla. It's so boring.
And that describes me as a person.
It is as vanilla as Brahms' skin is white. I'm sure.
I can't believe it's not unanimous.
I do not believe it.
Well, anyway,
God.
now that my heart rate's calmed down a bit,
It's been an hour, everyone. You haven't realised we've had to cut out a whole hour.
I've had a nap.
TV's off the wall.
Let's go into some trivia. Just a little bit of trivia. That's the beauty of older films. There's always some good trivia. So, the doll Brahms was handcrafted by the effects team using resin, porcelain and human-style glass eyes. Only one master doll was made for filming.
Wow.
How stressful.
Yeah.
How stressful.
I actually know, I can imagine how that would have been carried to set as well. It would have been like, those really big Pelly cases? The ones that bands use.
Yeah.
Extort, it would have been that. It would have been padded to fuck. So, it would have been, as the boy on set, Leo said, and then just had to go through all of the packing stuff. Fucking hell.
Stressful.
That is stressful.
That scene where she has to launch him into a chair would be stressful, wouldn't it?
Bated breath.
Yeah. Oh, God.
God, they must have had to make a rubber one as well, because you can't be...
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't just have one.
Yeah, I imagine, like you say, someone's just made of rubber.
You would, like that...
Around.
Yeah, like that, you'd have a stunt Brahm.
Each day, the doll had to be treated like a real actor, given its own trailer, handled with gloves and placed carefully between takes to avoid cracking its face.
That's so
Imagine
cool.
being the coffee boy to a doll. Ben?
Yep.
You haven't even drunk in your last one!
I've got like 4 of them here. I'm really sorry, sir, but Brahms is actually refusing to leave his trailer right now.
The idea for the boy came from an early script titled In a Dark Place, about a nanny hired to look after a ghost child. It evolved into the creepy doll twist later.
That's a better film.
Yeah, both quite terrible though. Lauren Cohan didn't see the final Brahms design until the day of filming. So the reveal, when she saw the doll, was her genuine reaction. So I thought, that was quite cool.
Yeah, that's cool.
God, can you imagine if she was disappointed with it? Her generation
Where's the doll?
her generation is like, oh, all right then.
Ben and Harry were right, that isn't very scary. Some fans believe Brahms faked his own death twice. Once as a child and again after the film ends, hinting at a hidden sequel idea. Bell once teased it in interviews.
That would make Brahms more interesting if he'd faked his death the first time at 8 years old, because that means that lad is a fucking legend.
But there's so much backstory not said, like how did he get into the walls? How did they cover up that girl's death? I don't know. Tell me more. Tell me more, tell me more.
Are you trapped in the wall? Tell me more. The plaster has been called.
Anyway, let's do it. And that's it for this week's Nerds Against Normality. What have I learnt this week? Apparently the ultimate British housing hack is move into the wall space and refuse to leave. All landlords hate this. Thanks for hanging with us. Catch all of our latest episodes every Wednesday wherever you get your podcasts from. Please follow, rate, like us on social media for more exclusive content, and check out our merch at nanpodcast.email.com. If you have a question, something you want us to review, or a great story from your week, please email us at nanpodcast@outlook.com. Thanks for listening. Goodbye.
Bye.
Back to the wall.
Never doubt the powers of MC Hammer.
Never.